Oh, have you eaten like hero doses or ayahuasca? Have you done like a quarter?
No. I will tell you that I'm partly interested and partly terrified. And I'll tell you why. Because I did mushrooms and everything was going great for the first hour and a half. So great. It was like, felt like someone was tickling me right where the back of my leg meets my butt cheek.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
And I could not stop laughing.
Yeah.
Then we saw a kid coming towards us. We thought it was a kid on a BMX bike. And it was a grown-ass man. I was probably 35 at the time. In his 50s, full beard, just wrong vibe for me. And it sent me to the other side pretty quickly. And then I'm not a go with the flow guy. I know.
The mushrooms won't allow it.
Yeah.
You'll eat yourself alive if you try to control it.
Yep, and I'm a control guy. And so then that got fucked. So I go, ayahuasca. Now I think, is this going to be the times 10 version of my mushrooms where everything's going great? I have one bad thought and I'm screwed. Because my buddy did it, and he said you go in with you make a list of intentions.
Yeah.
And what you want to work through and all that stuff. So I would be interested. I mean, everybody has shit to work through. I'm just nervous it's going to send me way to the other side.
That's the point. That's the good stuff.
Yeah, but I'm saying way to the other side of trying to control it, and then everything starts to backfire on me.
Possible. It really
well, I didn't need to hear that. I was hoping you'd say no, it would never happen.
You're fine, man. Yeah. I would say ayahuasca more so than mushrooms is controllable and choose your own adventure of the two.
Okay.
I feel like if I eat a quarter of mushrooms, I don't know what's going to happen. And if I drink a lot of it is one of the gnarliest experiences you could possibly have in your entire life, but at the same time, you can turn on a light and wash your face and you're almost 100% sober. It's not it's more of a dream state, hopping in a wave of consciousness where I don't know what mushrooms is, and I'm just buckle up.
Do you do ayahuasca by yourself?
I do it in a circle, like a
okay,
church.
Gotcha. Okay, okay.
Santo Daime Church.
Okay.
I've done with Neil Brennan and Amir K and Theo. It was they had to separate us. We were giggling.
Christopher, have you done it?
No.
He's puss. I invited him 40 times. I'm kidding. I'm sorry, man.
I did mushrooms.
He did. Yeah.
I had a death experience on mushrooms.
He did the quarter.
Changed my life, but it was rough.
What do you mean? Have you talked about this? Is this going to be boring to your listeners?
It's been a while.
It's been a long time, and I would like to hear it again.
Yeah,
forget.
what's a death experience?
Well, so basically, I thought I was dead. I was still in the room I was in.
Pass, dude.
But the door opened and everybody I knew came in, and they weren't really there, but it felt like they were real. It was basically a dream state where it was 100% real. And they all started pointing out all of my faults and asking me is this stuff so important to you? All these faults of mine, all these vices of mine. And then I started to feel like I was getting the room was turning into just whiteness, and I fought against it as hard as I could. And it was probably the clock was spinning outward, and all these
oh shit,
yeah,
crazy what is it, sacred geometry was around in the posters where Jim Morrison was looking at me and waving at me through a poster. Anyway, when it was all said and done, I afterwards it just felt like I had died and come back, and who I was before was dead. That person was gone, and I was this new person who had all of those memories but didn't have any of those hang-ups or it was up to me if I wanted to go back to being that person or be somebody different. And the plus side is I lost 130 pounds after that. I was
shit. Good for you.
Pretty overweight. I'm kind of inching back up there now, but
time for a hero, bro.
I'm saying maybe.
I'm terrified too. I'm more scared of mushrooms than ayahuasca. Seriously, a hero dose on an empty stomach, as they say you're supposed to do if you really want to go there and
And that was just an eighth. That wasn't even a quarter. I can't imagine a quarter.
So,
Yeah.
so do you think that have you gone back to the hang-ups?
Somewhat,
Okay.
but not like just the switch flips when you realize, like, I found out I'm God. That was the thing that was like the big revelation, and I wasn't happy with that because I was like low self-esteem, and I was like, if I'm God, that's terrible. Everything sucks.
That's terrifying if
Yeah.
I'm the one. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was basically like you're alone, you're God, and you do all this to kind of distract yourself and give yourself something to do, because at the end of the day, when you're by yourself as God, it's like lonely and boring. That was kind of the message I got. So like before that, I kind of think I was an atheist, and afterwards I believe in something, but I don't know if it's great or not what I believe in, but I definitely think there's more going on than I did before.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Damn, man.
Ooh, yeah, that's fun. That's the good stuff.
That's why I think you read some of the books in the Bible or read some of the stories.
They're tripping balls.
Yeah,
The wine, they didn't have wine. They're drinking ayahuasca,
Burning
DMT.
bush.
Get
Yeah,
out of here.
all
Drink
that
from the
stuff.
cup.
Yeah.
They were tripping balls, bro. They took that shit out. They were into astrology, too. That white man came in and said, get them moon rocks out of there. Them witches. That's a nice lady. Leave her rocks alone. Amethyst. God, I gotta write down my questions as they pop in my head, but I'm so into it, I don't want to interrupt. Yeah, that's just on an empty stomach though. That's what they say. You're supposed to eat an eighth or more. They say 5, 6, 7 grams, depending on your weight, on an empty stomach. Go to nature, and that's when you grow.
God, it's one of those things where I just think to myself, is the juice worth the squeeze? And do I want to be in this state of, does everybody come back? Because I don't want to be sitting in that white ass
come
room.
back. It's always the person that doesn't come back. You're like, yeah, he didn't stand a chance. You're a savage.
It will
You're
make
Minnesota built. You got this, Tiger.
It will make you think that you're not coming back. Like that's the thought you will have at some point during it, is that this is what it is now, or I'm dead. I'm not going to be back to, like, you will believe that before you do come back.
But then when you come back, you appreciate everything. Because that's actually one of my earlier jokes, and it's a true story. I ate mushrooms 5 days in a row. Not that much, but it was high school. I was experimenting. I was like, oh, let's push it. Mm-hmm. And then the bit is true, though. But I thought I went retarded. That's the whole joke. And I believed it so much so I panicked and called my mom. And I said, hey, Mom, I'm retarded now. And that's the whole punchline. But it freaked me out. Then she says, I know. That's the bit. But the story's true. I was so convinced that I had gone to Cuckoo's Town that I panicked, went white, sweat. I was like, I have to call my mom because it's just, that's your love.
Right, yeah,
like, who else do I have? I mean, you have your dad. You call your dad when you're in trouble. You call your mom. There's different calls here.
Yeah.
And I was just, and then I don't remember what she said because I was on mushrooms. It wasn't I know though, but yeah, I think she said you're an idiot, Philip, or something. That's my middle name. And she, poor lady. I was a bad kid. Hey, thanks for watching this clip right here. Aren't I funny? My friends are funny. Keep clicking, liking, subscribing right here for more. Click.